Hi, Zach with COS Accounting and Tax again. Today we're going to be talking about bookkeeping for our compounding interest videos in conjunction with the podcast. Bookkeeping is just extremely important for a lot of different reasons. Many people skip over it and think it's a waste of money. That's one of the biggest mistakes made by business owners, in my opinion, is that they will just completely look over it. They'll think, I can just wait till the end of the year. I'll either pay someone that is in college a few $100 to do it at the end of the year, or I'll just guesstimate on all my expenses. That's not really going to get you ahead in business at all. It's going to actually get you behind quite a bit, and I can tell you why. So bookkeeping is extremely important because it's going to help you to get a line of credit. Now, if you are in business and you don't yet realize the importance of a line of credit, learn about it, realize it, think about it. If you've got a business and you're able to grow X amount by using 10 grand, you're able to grow 30% faster, but you don't have that $10,000, you're really missing out on that opportunity. How long is that opportunity to grow 30% faster going to be there? Maybe not long. You might be missing out on even more than that. How do you know that that 30% wouldn't turn into 3,000%? So in my opinion, I'm always pushing as far as the opportunity will let me. And then, you slow down when you see that there's just maybe the growth creation might be 10% more for $10,000. And that's when you can weigh it out and say, is that worth it or not? In my opinion, any percent more is going to be pretty much worth it. But the line of credit you're going to get with the bank. So you start doing bookkeeping each month, you're going to get monthly P&Ls, so profit and loss statements. And that's important because the bank can now see exactly where your business is at month to month. So they can look at that and go, okay, we're going to give you a $500,000 line of credit. Good luck, use it as you wish. 8% interest per year. Something that's not super low, but it's not super high. You can make really good money. Like with my company, we're growing at 12%. COS Accounting, Mine and Mason's company, growing at 1,200% year over year. That means we're paying 8% for 1,200%. So it's basically like the money was 100% free, because now we've got, $11.92 is what we ended up making off of it. So yeah, it's a must. You've got to have a line of credit, and you can't get it without bookkeeping. You're just not even going to be able to. So super important, even for you guys that are just doing door to door and you're knocking and you make $150,000 or more. I think it's very important. If you're not into doing rental properties, then it's not as important, because rental properties are kind of a big thing with door-to-door guys. I say bookkeeping is really important for them. Make sure that if you do want to do rentals, you look into bookkeeping. It's a complete waste if you're not, because you're going to be able to do more rental properties. If you do bookkeeping and it allows you to do 2 to 3 more rental properties that year, isn't that worth like 40 grand to you? I'm sure it is. And it's not going to cost you even close to 40,000. So with COS Accounting, our fees are, it's going to be, I've gone over this in a couple of the videos, but you've got, if it's a business bank account and 1 credit card, you're at $250 a month. For each account you add on top of that, you add $75 per month. And yeah, we can talk to you about, some pricing breaks depending on if you've got 4 or 5 more accounts. We're not going to charge you $75 on each one of them. But one thing you're going to get with us is just a much higher level of bookkeeping compared to your average bookkeeper. People tell me, oh, I have a bookkeeper. He charges me, $300 a month and I have 4 accounts. Okay, what do your profit and loss statements look like? Can I see those? There's a ton of door-to-door guys going to this accountant that actually says this. He's horrible. So the reason why is because he's basically doing things that are very not in your favor. I consider them almost illegal, but they might just be unethical. because he's not actually doing monthly profit and loss statements. He's at the end of the year just looking through. I doubt it's even correct at all, the numbers, because none of these guys can say, hey, let me log in and check out my QuickBooks account. There actually is no account. There's nothing. They never get a P&L. Unless they specifically say, I need a P&L for the bank, then somehow magically he comes up with it, but there wasn't a P&L before. So if you're not getting monthly P&Ls, you are not having bookkeeping done for you. You are paying for someone to say they're doing bookkeeping for you. That's it. Nothing more at all. So make sure you're getting that monthly profit and loss statement. Then you can take that into the bank and start working on your line of credit. That line of credit's going to come in super handy if, say, you've got a $500,000 line of credit and you need $40,000 to put down on each property. Look at that huge jump in how many properties you can do. Not to mention that you're also going to have, the banks are going to be happier to actually underwrite you on these deals because they can use more of your income than just your past 2 years' taxes. They're going to be able to take a look at that month that you're at, so the current time, and then decide on current income instead of just past 2 tax years. That becomes a big deal when you're compounding net worth, the thing that I love to talk about. Anytime you can do something that can compound that net worth over time, it's huge. Because if you can do 2 extra properties this year, then the next year you can do 6 extra properties, and then 15, and then 40, and then 150. I mean, that's a humongous difference. I mean, it's not even, you can't really compare the two. 150 more is humongous. So start that relationship and start working on compounding it to the fullest, the maximum fastest rate that you can get to where you want to be. Why not? You all have goals to do 100 properties or have 1,000 units or whatever it might be. Make it happen as fast as possible by doing a few extra simple things. This actually is going to make your life a lot easier too. Come tax season, all you have to do is get us your mileage. So you're going to get us mileage. Everything else is in your profit and loss statement. You might have to tell us about the actual cost of a vehicle that you bought, because all we're going to see is the monthly payment. But a couple of small things and everything else is done. Tax season is, oh, we already have your P&L. We start entering it in, ask you 2 questions. Like, I know a lot of you guys hate doing your tax packets and you just feel like it's a waste of your time. That's because, in my opinion, it is kind of a waste of your time. You've got professionals to do a lot of this stuff. We can't do the tax packet for you, but we can do a lot of it, half of it, the expense worksheet. So why not take that out? Take out that stress and use your time and use your stress on building out the things that you want to in your career and your investing strategy, life, all that stuff. Yeah, that's it.